Hi there, welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot, a place of self-transformation through illumination. I read tarot cards to help bring something to the forefront or to help shine a light on areas of our lives that may be in the dark or deep down inside or just not readily apparent. So, my name is Desiree. I've been reading tarot for about 5 years, 6 years, and so I'm going to read your cards for you today. This video is for the energy of Scorpio, and today, or this series, no, probably today. I'm not going to stick. I've decided that I don't always want to stick to the same cards for the entire series. Sometimes I feel called to use a different deck, but I felt like I needed to stay with the deck that I started the series with. So I'm just going to go with the flow going forward. And last reading, I did use these three decks. And so for this reading, I'm going to use these three decks as well. So this is Tarot Avatara by Gabby Angus West, Tattoo Tarot by Mega Munden, and this is The Medicine Woman Oracle by Christine Malliard. That was my cat, if you heard that crash bang. Okay. He really likes to knock things over. All right, so here recently I've been reading the Oracle card first, and I feel that kind of gives us direction as to where to head the reading. And so we're going to do that again, this reading. And I always say this reading is for pretty much everyone. We all have all 13 zodiacal signs, yes, I said 13, in our charts due to the house system. I recognize Ophiuchus as a zodiac sign. It is a constellation on our ecliptic, but it has been left out in tropical astrology. So I do recognize that as a sign. So I read Ophiuchus energy, and I post videos on Ophiuchus energy as well. So if you're interested in Ophiuchus, check it out. It is a constellation that has our center of the galaxy in there, and it is sort of above the constellation of Scorpio. So, and it has to do with healing, change. Yes, healing wounds. It's ruled by Chiron. All right, let me go ahead with you, Scorpio. And I'm sure you don't mind us talking about Ophiuchus because that is your neighbor, right? And I feel like Scorpio and Ophiuchus kind of work together. All right, let me go. Let's go for you, Scorpio. Okay, your card is the moon. All right, look at this. I'm going to bring it forward. And check out these beautiful colors. There we go. Got a nice focus. Sometimes my camera takes a while to focus, and sometimes it doesn't want to because of all the stuff that's going on in the background. So look at those beautiful colors, her beautiful wings. And what does she have there? In the center, some geometry. It kind of looks like the spine is coming up here. We've got a lotus here. Very beautiful. Okay, card number 34. And that in numerology reduces to 7. The moon. Lady Moon gives you the keys to mystery, the other feminine power. Let me grab the book. I don't think I took it out of the box. I did not. It is in the box. We've got a similar woman on the front of the box. This is such a pretty deck. I love these what are these called? I don't know if it's quite sacred geometry. It's oh, those flower things that people like to color, the adult coloring books, and people can make them on rocks. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to jog my memory, but I cannot. Okay, so this deck is separated by color, and we are in this pretty deep salmon color. All right, let's see. Actually, it looks like it's more red. The salmon is lighter than that. Okay, almost there. All right, I expand, I wax, I wane, I influence the tides, women's cycle and birth. I am the moon goddess Selene, and I was worshipped long ago. Can you feel how close we are? An ancestral story plays itself out between women and the moon. In ancient traditions, priestesses worshipped Selene or Hecate in connection with the creative and fertile power of Lady Moon. Our feminine cycles synchronizing with the cycle of the moon, and tides remind us of our deeply mysterious connection. Births are governed by the moon. Seemingly softer moonlight lights the worlds of shadow, instinct, and the unconscious. The moon is the seat of women's fertile power. In the night, its gentle and benevolent power opens the door to dreams, another reality. Guidance. The moon is a powerful ally for your psyche and fertile power. The moon reminds you of its presence by your side. Perhaps you have forgotten your lunar, poetic, sorceress self. Like the moon, you influence the ebb and flow of your inner life, curious of the secrets hidden in the shadows and deeps. You may feel an irrational desire for another reality of fairyland and spells. Call upon the moon for all of your projects. The new moon, a protective mother, acts like a charm to bring you abundance and respond favorably to your wishes. The full moon takes you into the depths of your nature. Plan for moon rituals. Oh, and you guys know I love to work with the moon. New moon ritual dedicated to Hecate. This is a time for renewal and wishes. Fill a bowl of water and drop a moonstone in it. Invoke the goddess, asking her to protect you and stating your wish from the heart, trusting in her generosity. Let a prayer, song, or dance rise up inside you. Put your bowl outside. Early the next morning, drink the water changed by the moon and let its energy fill your heart. A full moon ritual dedicated to Selene. This is a time for celebration. Take a moonstone. Ow. Oh my gosh, my cat is clawing me. Okay, take a moonstone in your hand. Invoke the goddess. Take a moonlight bath, visualizing a luminous white circle around you. Ask the goddess to revere your lunar talent as a sacred woman by sending you a dream. Let a prayer, song, or dance rise up inside of you. When you wake up, write down the dream in your notebook. So those are some cool, some nice rituals. I do make moon water, but I make it on a full moon. I've never thought to do it on a new moon. But you can use all of the moon's phases to work with. Generally, when there is a newer moon and it is waxing, those are things that you want to increase. And when there is a full moon, that is the full power of the moon, and you can use that to enhance your work. And as the moon is waning, you'll work with that, with energies that you want to decrease, things in your life that you want to decrease. So cord cutting is a good time to work in the waning moon, and also releasing things. But you can also do things like that in a full moon. You can use the power of the full moon to strengthen your work. I've got a cat. Okay, so I have 2 kittens actually, and I raised them since they were babies. They still had umbilical cords when they came into our care, so I bottle fed them, and they are very attached to me. They follow me. They like to be in the same room as me at all times, and they do like to sit on my shoulder, like like actual babies. They will get onto my shoulder and get their shoulder blades past my shoulder, kind of like they're hanging there. It's cute, but sometimes it's just overwhelming because they are very possessive, I guess you could say, and like attention, as with most pets. Okay, so here is a new acquisition. I did a flip through of this deck, and I will link that below. This is a beautiful deck by Gabby Angus West, and it's centered around Frida Kahlo, the Mexican artist. All right. So I'm going to pull 3 main energies from this deck for you, Scorpio. And we are going to see what we have to do as far as the moon, how the moon can help us. We've got some nice rituals to kind of get us working with these, whatever it is that's going to come out in the cards. All right, Scorpio, let's see what we have for you. We have Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and Four of Pentacles. So the Ace of Cups and the Four of Pentacles are both in reverse. Let me plug my computer in really quick. Okay. So interestingly enough, this Ace of Cups has 2 people on it, and it does have a single cup, and they are drinking from the same cup here. And so the Ace of Cups generally, it's a very watery feeling, it's full of emotions. And we have these 2 people here, so I feel these 2 people are talking to me in a way that there is some emotions or possibly a relationship that is not being expressed to its fullest extent. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a working knight. And so in relations to this moon card, I feel like there is a call for you to take a look at this relationship. This relationship needs a bit of attention. It needs some work. Four of Pentacles over here. Now, 4 is a card of stability. In these decks, 4 of Pentacles is so this is a Thoth-based deck, and so the 4 of Pentacles is kind of like an energy of holding on to. It does mean stability, but it can also mean stagnation. And in reverse, I feel like stagnation is coming through because while something can be stable, it can be so stable that it's unmoving, and it's not working with change. It's not fluid enough. And I feel like there is this relationship here that's needing this work. It's in a state of stagnation. So let us draw from the Megamundan deck and see if we can get some more information about this situation. No Sparkle. My daughter named the cat Sparkle. She's very creative in her names. We had some kittens at one point, long time ago, and the kitten that she latched onto, she named that kitten Heartsy. And both of these cats are male. I can understand, female cats, yes. Male cats having these names, Sparkle and Heartsy. But Sparkle is a very sweet kitty. He's rambunctious, though. He is a kitten, but he's very sweet. All right, let's see what we have. We've got the 10 of Cups, got the 9 of Wands, 2 of Swords, Strength in reverse, 5 of Swords, 3 of Coins, 10 of Coins, Four of Cups, and the Knave of Coins. Okay, so we've got two court cards in the Earth suit. And our only major arcana here is Strength. So I get the feeling here in regards to the work, I think it might be best for you to let go of the control that you have on yourself. And instead of being so controlled, and instead of being so trained, I guess you could say, release those inner feelings, and release that wildness of yourself, and allow those feelings to guide you in reviving or working on this relationship, this emotion. I do feel like there's two people involved, okay? And I feel I just get that feeling, and I think it's solidified here by the Ten of Cups and Ten of Coins. Now this is in regards to full happiness, right? These are like the happiest cards of the major arcana, and this means you have attained everything. So I feel that you do have a deep wanting for this. And the Nine of Wands here in reverse, this is a card of a bit of a tiredness. You know, you've kind of been there, you've been doing that, and you're just kind of tired of holding the fort. And what I feel that you're actually holding is perhaps the intent to purposefully or consciously keep yourself away from these feelings, keep yourself from fully experiencing. You're keeping yourself from fully experiencing these emotions for some reason. And the work that I see here, I think might be maybe you letting go of your ego a little bit, maybe letting go of some things that have happened in your past that have caused you to be a bit jaded. The Two of Swords can speak of a decision, but it can also speak of the blocking off of something. It can speak of keeping the thought, the idea, the exploration of something, and moving it forward. What I do like here that we have of this Four of Cups is that it's in reverse, and this card is a card of, this deck, by the way, is RWS influenced, and so I try to read these energies. I read the cards in honor of how the creator, the artist, express the meaning of these cards, not so much, you know, my training. And not only do I read how they would like the meaning of the cards expressed, but I also read on an intuitive level as well. The message that I get, or the message that I see within the cards, the way that I see everything kind of working together and flowing as a story. And I should also say that the story doesn't always flow linear in a line, and it doesn't necessarily always flow from left to right for me. Sometimes the story starts here and moves this way, and then kind of sways back that way, and sometimes the story can come across diagonally as well. So just letting you know that my style of reading might not be what you are used to or what you have seen elsewhere. Back to the Four of Cups. So this Four of Cups is often like the card of ennui, where you're just complacent, or you just, you know, you just don't really care. And I like that this is upside down, because I do feel that you do care, and but for some reason there is some sort of projection of not caring, and I feel that doing the work in breaking that not caring feeling down is where it's going to be. And working with the moon, I think, is really going to help you. It's going to help you, not only because the moon is a powerful energy to work with, but it can also, because the moon is in phases, it can help you work through things gradually instead of a big, wham bam, this is an explosion, sort of like a tower moment, or sort of like the energy of Pluto, right? Where Pluto is sort of a big explosive kind of happening. The moon is more gradual and more caring in her approach. And so over here we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Five of Swords, Three of Coins, and the Knave of Coins. The Knave is a page. So the Knave of Coins, he is Earth of Earth, and I feel that there is lots of grounded energy for you, and that's why I feel that this is a good relationship for you to work on, because of all of the grounding of all of the earth energy that is over here. We do have the Five of Swords, and that is the conflict card. That could be mental conflict within yourself or conflict with others. I feel like this is something that is within, because it's right next to the Strength card, which deals with the inner workings, the inner tamings of the beast. And like I said, I think if you can let go of your training, of how you were taught to act, and you can kind of go with your instincts, your emotions, your passions, and let that drive you, I think that's going to help you overcome this conflict that you feel within yourself. This conflict of wanting something on a secretive level, but not really wanting to act on it because it maybe doesn't feel right, doesn't sit well with you. You're not used to that type of outwardly expression. However, we are expressive beings. We live in an expressive world, and we must express these feelings to those that we have feelings towards. It keeps a relationship fresh. It keeps a relationship alive. Friendships, companionships, any kind of partnership, there needs to be a constant feeding into it. And if we just keep those emotions to ourselves and not allowing them to express, then the other person doesn't really know where they stand. And so it's an important thing to keep that river flowing, keep that energy flowing, to keep the relationship alive. Think of it like the circulatory system. You've got to have blood flow everywhere, otherwise the tissue dies. It becomes necrotic and needs to be amputated. And we don't want to amputate this important relationship, this important emotion that you have. So the work is going to be within. And I do like the suggestions that were given in this card to work with the moon energy, to work with the full moon. Ask the moon water when you put it outside, invoke the feeling of the ability to express yourself, invoke the feeling of being able to animalistically express your passion. When a dog wants to be petted, it goes up there and nudges your hand, or it'll crawl up and jump on you and sit next to you for some snuggles. A cat will come up to you and rub the side of its face on you when it wants to be petted as well. So if you allow yourself to become animalistic in that way, then you can express yourself. So ask the moon, ask the water to give you that, and then the moon will grant you those powers, those powers. And it is a superpower to be able to express emotion. It really is. And working with the full moon, doing that that bath with the moonstone, that can relax you, that can get you in touch with those feelings that you were wanting to express, but for some reason are having a harder time. And I do see that you want that. You want all of that. You want all of these 10 of Cups, which is the ultimate happiness, that family. Then you want the 10 of Coins, which is financial wellness, but financial wellness that you can pass on and share with others. And so I see that you have that ideal and you have that, but there is just some work that needs to be done. So okay, Scorpio, I hope this reading has helped you in some kind of way. And if there is anyone who can benefit from this reading, Scorpio or not, because as I said, we have all 13 zodiacal energies in our charts, in our birth charts, in ourselves because of the house system. Go ahead and send this to them. You know, whether they're a Taurus, a Cancer, a Gemini. If anyone can benefit from this message, help them out, share this video. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next video. Take care.